Hello and welcome to Big Picture. I am Vishal Dahiya, and today we will take up the issue of relief and rehabilitation process which has been going on in Kerala. Faced with the worst floods of the century, people in Kerala have braved swirling waters, stood together as one in a time of acute crisis and shown immense resilience in the face of this huge disaster. As the unprecedented catastrophe unfolded, the fighting spirit of the people of Kerala came to the fore, with even the Prime Minister saluting it. But now, as the floodwaters recede, Kerala faces a huge task, that of rebuilding the state almost from the scratch. Infrastructure, both private and public, has been reduced to rubble, with the state government estimating the loss at nearly 20,000 crore rupees. A major healthcare challenge looms large, and preventing epidemics in the flood-hit areas and districts will be a huge task. Water supply and power infrastructure needs to be restored. Roads and bridges need to be rebuilt. The list, indeed, is a very long one when it comes to rebuilding the state. And for more on this today, we have with us a distinguished panel of guests. Let me start by introducing them to you. We have with us Dr. Sanjay in the studio. He is a professor of social medicine and community health in All India Institute of Medical Sciences. We also have with us Mr. C. A. Nair, the president of Delhi Malayalee Association, a body which has been closely involved with the relief and rehabilitation process in Kerala. We're also joined by Mr. Sanjay Kumar, the Director General of Ndrf, the agency which is the nodal agency for all these relief and rehabilitation works. But let me first go to the Health and Social Justice Minister of the Government of Kerala, Srimati K.K. Shailaja. Ms. Shailaja, first of all, we would like to know from you is what exactly is the ground situation there in Kerala as far as the flood situation is concerned in terms of both relief and rehabilitation process?
Yeah, it is the worst natural calamity we had observed between this century. People are saying like that. And the damages, as you said, about 20,000 crores of rupees have to need to restore each and everything. People lost everything, their houses, their households, and everything they lost. Most of the people got only their lives, and all other things they have to suffer by this flood and landslide, everything.
Ms. Shailaja, you're the health minister of the state as well. One very important question which arises here now that the flood waters are receding is the fact that in terms of ensuring that the epidemics are prevented and all precautionary measures are taken in such a situation. Any specific plan of action which the state government has?
Yeah, we have already planned. Before 1 week, we decided, the health ministry decided that afterwards we have to act more vigorously, because when the flood receded, we have to address these health problems, and the epidemic will occur. And we have had a minute planning for that, a micro planning for that. And we planned a project for 30 days after the recession of the flood, and we circulated to all the health activists and all the staffs of ours. And we decided to open we had opened a control room in Health Director's office today onwards. And within that, using that control room, we have a connection with all the districts and all the affected areas, and what are their needs, and we are fulfilling the needs at once when we got the information from that. And 5 or 6 teams are there to address very different problems, different issues, and we started action. And the most important thing is to the waste management and the clearing of the water contamination, etc. That we cannot do ourselves, but with the local self-government, we are trying to do these things. Proper chlorination and other kind of health activities are also going on side by side with the local self-government's action. And we decided to have more health institutions, because most of our primary health centers are underwater and our sub-centers are underwater, and we are constructing these temporarily buildings for that primary health centers, etc. We have to construct more primary health centers other than these existing ones, because the need is that kind of very much needs are there. And we have planned, we arranged in each and every relief camps, there are medical camps also. The old systems, modern medicine and Ayurveda, Homeo, everything, every system, are serving there. And we have good surveillance team, and we are watching whether there is any epidemic occur in these relief camps, and we are shifting them to the isolation wards in the taluk level hospitals. Everything, we get ready to everything, but we have to have more manpowers, etc.
Okay.
That several states are helping us. Today, Maharashtra team came here.
Yes, indeed, ma'am. There is a helping hand from all the states and from several organizations as well. Thank you so much for taking out this time for us amidst your packed schedule, given the fact that you are faced with an uphill task out there in the state. We'll keep coming back to you and the rest of the program as well. Let's now go to Mr. Sanjay Kumar, the Director General of Ndrf, an agency which has been the nodal agency for all the relief and rehabilitation efforts which have been going on in the state of Kerala. Mr. Kumar, how would you describe the situation which has unfolded in the last 10 to 12 days, and what exactly should be the plan of action from here onwards, not only for Ndrf, but also other agencies involved in the relief and rehabilitation works process out there?
58 of our Ndrf teams are still located in 10 districts in the state. These teams have so far been carrying out relief, rescue and evacuation works. Apart from providing medical assistance to the people who needed it in case of emergencies or pre-hospital treatment, they have also been attending to the house collapse situations and landslides, etc. Now the things looking up, the water level receding in water bodies, rains abating, the dams, the floodgates are closed, and weather opening up. Our focus will be shifted from rescue and evacuation work to distribution relief materials and the restoration of essential services, infrastructure, etc. So far, these Ndrf teams have not only rescued more than 450 people, but then also evacuated more than 17,000 people and provided medical emergencies aids to 4,500 people almost.
Indeed, Mr. Kumar.
State administration and
Mr. Kumar, indeed, your teams have been working, a day in and day out, and they've done a commendable work in terms of rescuing people out there. But when we talk about, a rehabilitation process and the damage which has been done there, since it's your personnel which are there, who are there on the ground, what exactly is the amount of time or the amount of work which might be required to go ahead and put everything back on track there? What is the first assessment your teams have?
Apart from providing the medical facilities to the people who have been affected there, we are also assisting the state administration, who are in constant touch with us in restoring the essential services as well as the infrastructure facilities over there in the state. All the agencies, the state agencies, are in contact with the central agencies, the respective departments, the respective ministries, and whatever assistance is required by the state, we are trying to fulfill it as quickly as possible. From the Ndrf side also, we have been providing the rescue equipments and whatever relief materials would be required from here in Delhi or other places in India. Now, all those works are being undertaken at war footing. The restoration works, the supply of essential commodities, etc. We are helping the state administration as well as the technical people of the respective departments to reach the places where their services are required, take the equipments to the places where these are required, and all those works are going on at war footing. Roads are opening, so it's now gradually being easier to move relief of materials to places. Rail services have been restored to a large extent. Air services have been restored at Kochi. With these facilities opening up, now I think we'll be able to contribute to the restoration of normalcy as early as possible.
Okay, Mr. Kumar, we'll come back to you. Let me now bring in Mr. Nair, Mr. C.A. Nair, the president of Delhi Malayalee Association, an organization which has been involved in the relief and rehabilitation process, just like several other, NGOs and other organizations as well. Mr. Nair, given the present situation as of now, all of us know the amount of, houses which have been destroyed, the people who are there in the relief camps as well. But right now, when we talk about the flood waters receding, there is a lull as far as rain is also concerned. What exactly, according to you, is the priority as far as the entire process is concerned for the rehabilitation in Kerala? And what is the demand from the people on the ground there?
The flood situation is under control. Rain is stopped. All dams, no, they are not throwing water. So conditions is okay, but the relief camps are filled with people. They are not going back to their houses because the house situation after the flood is very, very grim. So people don't want to go to their houses because they feel any epidemic, any diseases may occur. So people immediately they don't want to go to their houses.
Okay.
So as our health minister said, they are very much concerned about the health situation over Kerala. The people of Kerala is very much afraid of since the water is raised, there are a lot of animals have been died, lot of dead bodies have been floating on the water. So these all will affect in one way or other way.
Okay. Let me bring in Dr. Rai here. Dr. Rai, you've heard all the panelists and you heard the State Health Minister as well. She's given a complete detail of exactly how in what situation her department is. The PHCs, most of them are underwater, and as Mr. Nair is also pointing out that people are not very keen on going back to their houses even if the flood water has receded immediately. What are the immediate concerns here as far as health situation is concerned, and what should be the plan of action?
Right, as mentioned by Health Minister also, DG NFRD also. He also mentioned that now flood situation is under control. So the main concern is about the health. For any this type of natural disaster like flood, this happened, the immediate concern is usually how to dispose of dead body. That situation is almost over, right? Then the next one is your how to displace people. That is also over. Now our immediate concern is how to prevent the epidemics. There are 2-3 types of epidemic, one is related to waterborne disease, another is related to overcrowding, right? And third is related to vectors like mosquito-borne disease. So first is how to prevent, what are the waterborne diseases, how to prevent. This is our immediate concern. This should be. For our waterborne diseases like your cholera, diarrheal disease, leptospirosis, hepatitis, especially A, maybe E also, and typhoid. These are the conditions which commonly manifest after this type of situation because of the shortage of this safe drinking water. So our immediate concern should be to supply safe drinking water. This is the most cost-effective way to prevent the waterborne disease.
Okay.
Right. The another one is like I mentioned earlier, disease due to overcrowding. So there are few diseases due to overcrowding may occur in this type of situation, especially acute respiratory infections. Majority of these acute respiratory infections are of viral nature, but secondary attack rates are very high. Suppose if one person develop, then 1 to 2, 2 to 4, 4 to 8 in a very short span of time, people develop this. So how to prevent? Right. So there are health messages, especially for this type of situation in overcrowding. How to prevent this? Measles is also common, but luckily in especially under 15 years of age. But luckily in Kerala, the overall immunization is very high, especially in children. Right. Almost more than 80% are already immunized. So otherwise, measles is a very common epidemic.
Yeah. Okay, so these are some measures. The Health Minister of the state is again with us. Mr. Shailaja, we had Dr. Roy here who was, giving a detailed lowdown on what exactly might be expected in terms of epidemics in situations like these. In our prior conversation, you were giving us details on how the government is trying to go ahead and establish more PHCs, that's primary health centers and all. But Dr. Rai is saying that the focus more should be on providing safe drinking water to the people, the most cost-effective way of preventing epidemics. Any steps being taken by your government on that part?
Yes, we are supplying drinking water from outside to the relief camps, etc. But we have to chlorinate the water sources such as well and lakes, etc., where people are taking drinking water usually. And the very good team, we set a team for chlorination and drinking water for that drinking water things, etc. And we are giving more chlorine tablets and other things to each households through our health workers. And we are awareness, the part of awareness, we are giving good awareness to the each and every household, and we are educating people for chlorinate this water, etc. And our food safety team is also in villages to test the quality of water. Each and every well we decided to test what is quality of water, etc. And we are giving these details to the public also, and that manner we should have to cover all the villages to ensure safe drinking water. Drinking water from outside also, we are testing that drinking water also. We are giving it in containers and tanks, etc. That also we are testing.
Ms. Shailaja, one very important question, apart from putting a lot of focus on health infrastructure facilities and providing drinking water, ensuring that the epidemics are prevented, is putting in place other basic infrastructure as well. For example, several roads have been washed away, the bridges have collapsed, and the electricity transmission lines have been destroyed. So a particular plan for ensuring that these basic necessities are put in place as soon as possible.
Under the leadership of CM already insisted each and every department to act separately and also in a joint manner. The electricity workers are doing their work well. They are erecting the fallen pillars, etc. And the water supply department is acting to restore the pipes and water supply pipes, etc. And LSD is coordinating all this work. And cleaning, for house cleaning, we have to clean the house in a heavy manner, because heavy silt is dumped in all each and every houses, and a special team is formed to clean the houses. And this kind of activities are going on in a barefoot manner. And several teams from other side, outside the state also are coming to help us. The technical teams and volunteers, etc. They are also coming.
Okay.
And they are also helping.
So
And,
clearly, it looks like, Shailaja, thank you once again for sparing that time for us. Let's go back to, Mr. Kumar, the Director General of NDRF. We're running short of time, Mr. Kumar, but to, summarize this all, the kind of assistance, your teams are providing, and as you were saying earlier, that they are in direct touch with different state departments to ensure that the rehabilitation process is back on track. Any particular specific approach or plan of action which your teams are, under which your teams are coordinating with the state department teams?
The state agencies are in touch with the central government agencies and the concerned ministries. Those ministries have been coordinating with us also, and we are providing them the know-how, the facilities, the transportation facilities, and wherever those teams are to be carried under these conditions, we are taking the teams through boats, etc., and providing them the required facilities, the assistance, those manpower, the technical manpower, wherever available is provided to them. Then the necessary equipments are being transported. All those facilities, those equipments, and apart from those, medical tents are with us. We have also extended our assistance to the concerned agencies if they require some know-how about that.
Okay.
But then medicines are some. We are also establishing some of the medical camps nearby our team locations, or along with the team locations, so that those facilities are available to the common public as well. If they need, they can take the assistance of those centers. Likewise, we are in coordination with all other agencies who are engaged in rebuilding the infrastructure, restoration of communication facilities, the telephone facilities,
okay,
like electricity, and restoration of civil supplies, etc.
Okay. Mr. Kumar, thank you so much. Let's go back to Mr. Nair. Mr. Nair, we have heard, the DG NDRF as well and the Health Minister also, that apart from epidemics, the focus is definitely on, rebuilding the entire infrastructure as well, so that the normal life can, go on in the state after the flood waters have receded and, the people start going back to their houses in a few days or so.
Rebuilding of Kerala will take some more time, because the roads have been washed away, the bridges have broken. So it will take some more time to repair all these things. So what we can do at this gesture, Delhi Malayalee Association is collecting materials that we have got a list from the Kerala government, what are the things they need. We are collecting through our all areas of 25 area we have collected, and it is being packed in our office. Today we are sent some consignment, medicine like water is a need of the hour, and all other like even paste and brush, matchbox, candles, like that, ladies' garments, like that. So many things have been collected from not only from Keralites, it's also from the all over the people in Delhi, as well as lot of money have been collected that all be sent to the Chief Minister Relief Fund.
Indeed, organizations like yours and several others have been doing a commendable job as far as sending relief is concerned. To cap it all, Dr. Roy, before we bring an end to this discussion, if you could sum it up for us and for our viewers as well, what might be the immediate need for the people in Kerala right now if people are interested in sending some a relief or some help to the people out there, something which might be the utmost need of the hour as of now for those people, specifically from the health point of view?
As I mentioned earlier, see, government can't provide safe drinking water to each and every individual. It's not possible also. And suppose sometime like in the middle of night, if somebody wants safe drinking water, it's not available. So there are already structured packages for that, how to make available drinking water, safe drinking water. One is chlorination, right? So chlorination also, how much use chlorine is depend upon. We have instant kit to measure the chlorine content of the water. Another is a boiling. So these are the some concern that so we have structured health education material. So propagation of this material is one of the important issue. Also for vector-borne disease, so personal protective measures like use of mosquito net, etc., and other mosquito repellent you can use because of this type of situation. So these are the immediate concern.
Okay, the Health Minister is still with us. Ms. Shailaja, before we bring this program to an end, any specific appeal to the people who want to go ahead and donate and be a part of this entire relief and rehabilitation process in terms of items which might be of utmost need to the people of Kerala and to your government as well?
Yeah, first of all, I want to thanks to everybody who were ready to help us. Helps are flowing from each and every part of world. I want to say like that, and but we want more help in case of this restoration of these all kind of things. The construction of the home of poor people is the most important thing. Some home houses we cannot use it forever. It completely destroyed in the flood. And that kind of things who are ready to reconstruct these houses for the poor. And medicine in the part of health, Central Minister called me, JP Naddaji said if we want more medicine, he will send it, and he is ready to help in each and every manner. I also asked him in the morning that our prime health centers have to reconstruct, and he said he will help us in each and every manner if you ask if he give that project.
Okay.
And also this technical team also, as we discussed later, the technical helps also we need, and that is also coming from other states and every part of our country. This is we found a national integration here that we are all brothers and sisters. Each and every
definitely. Indeed, Ms. Shailaja, all kind of help is needed as far as the state of Kerala is concerned, not only in terms of money, but also in terms of food supplies, medicine, clean drinking water, and other expertise when it comes to rebuilding the basic infrastructure in the state is concerned. It is indeed a daunting task, but a well-coordinated effort will definitely see us through and the people of Kerala in this hour of grief. We'll come back again with a different topic and a different set of guests. Till then, keep watching Rajya Television.